Hello, this is Bridget. I'm talking to you about the second page of Isn't It Ironic, where I walk you through the steps of how to format in Microsoft Word. In part one, we formatted the word art, some text boxes, and some of this font. We put in tabbed underlines. We did a hanging indent, which was right here. We added this symbol, and I told you the best way to format this is to go Insert, Page Break. That way you know exactly what should be on this page. Now this idioms box should come up here, so I might have to pull that back up. And it looks to me like there should be a little more space somewhere in here. Let me just make this a little bit smaller, and I will figure out where the space is missing. Maybe just here. Let's just add that. There we go. Okay, now we're going to go on to the second page, but you will see up here that my computer actually shut down and I hadn't saved this, and that is so wrong. So very quickly, make sure you have saved your document. Okay, I have saved this document as Ironic, formatted by Bridget Green. Please save your document in the same way, Ironic, formatted by your name here. Okay, let's go and look at, well, a couple things. First, here we are at idioms. I just noticed that that text box looks a little strange. So let's highlight that again and go back to Format here. And it looks like the effects of the shadow were on the inside of the box. I don't want them on the inside. I want them on the outside. So it should be here. Click on that. There, that looks better. And you can change that to make those bigger. Right, so let's go now to page 2. And we are going to highlight this, and we want to put it in the center. We want that font to be very large. We need to change the font style. That looks to me like, actually I don't know. Let's call it Avenir Black. And we're going to make it bigger. Okay, and it looks like there's, that's very big. Looks like there's an underline on it, but not just an underline. There is a double underline. Here's your underline icon, but if you go here, you can choose double underline. There it is. Now, underneath that, it says by Alanis Morissette. Highlight that, put it in the center, and you will see on the original that the characters are very far spaced out. So we are going to format the font, and it might look a little different under yours, but you can find it under Format and Font. And we go to Advanced, and here is the spacing. We want the spacing to be expanded, and you can see down here is what it looks like, and as we increase this, you will see that it's increasing down below. Let's call that a 2.5 and see if that looks right. Okay, and it's bold. That should actually be a little bigger. Okay, I went in and put it at 6 point, and that seemed to be about right. That's just a bit wider there. Now, underneath that, I am going to want to put a little space, so I'm going to, in the line spacing options, I want after this there to be about a 6. Now, listen to the song and write in the missing lyrics is in bold. Okay, and then down here are the lyrics. Let's go down there, and you will see for the lyrics that it is a gap fill. That means it's a close, and there are some blanks. You'll see that the blanks are for all the verbs, so I am going to shift and do an underline until I get it to be about 10, maybe 15 or 20. You really want to leave enough space for the student to write. Okay, and then I'm going to highlight that and I'm going to copy it. That's Command C. And here you will see another verb. It's not on every verb. He won the lottery and, oh, it's on the past tense? There we go. Okay. Down here, it's a free ride when you've already paid. Okay, now I'm doing Command V. Command V. Now I've gone through and found all the words that needed to be changed to a gap, and there are those. Now you can see that the font is a little too big, so I'm going to highlight everything in the song itself. As far as chorus, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and I don't think it's Georgia. I think it's Times New Roman. Let me just go and check. Skip down here to Times. That looks more like it. Now, because they need space to write, we are going to have to increase that to, I think it's at maybe 1.5. Let's try that. Okay, that looks like it's a little too much. Let's try 1. Oof, that might not be enough room to write. We'll play with that a little bit later. Okay, you'll also notice that there is a picture of Alanis Morissette. So let me show you how to add a picture. First, you're going to go over to your web browser. You're going to find an image. So we're going to go for an image of Alanis Morissette. And under Google, you click on Image. That's here. And you can choose any image you want. Let's say, do we care? Let's say ironic, just to see if we can get a picture of what she looked like. There we go. Okay, this is a picture of the video. It's different from the one that we have there. This one, notice the size down there, 1,000. That's pretty big. Let's find something a little bit smaller. There, that's 600. Okay, you're going to right-click on that, and you're going to right-click on that, and choose Save Image. No, Copy Image. Okay. Then you're going to go back to Microsoft Word, and you're going to paste the image. Okay, it's Control V. There it is. Now, we want it to be scooted over on the other side, and the way you do that is you choose Format Picture, it's right there, and then you're going to wrap text. We want it to be tight. Now, after we do that, then we can drag that over to here. Now, it's a little different shape now, so we need to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. And you can see that all of these end on the right line. Okay, so now we have inputted the picture. Okay, right, now we're going to, we need to make this bold and maybe a little smaller. And that looks like a 10. Now I want the top to look the same so it looks nice. So I'm going to click here on this Format Painter. If I copy that, move up here, and highlight this, it's going to make it the same size. That's really nice. Okay, now we've got our picture. We're going to come down here, and this is over in a text box over here. So you need to put it in the text box. Okay, there it is. It's bold, it's in the text box, it has a line around it, and it's in Comic Sans. Now we need to add a little caret here, and the way to add that caret is go to Insert Symbol. I'm talking quickly because I only have 5 more minutes. Insert Symbol, and here are all symbols, but we want to go for Insert Shapes. Down here, we'll click on that one, and then we'll pop it in here. Okay, there it is. I don't want it to be blue, I want it to be black, so I'm going to go back to Format, and my line is going to be thin. I want it to be at about a 1 point, and I want it to be black. I can choose Fill. Yeah, I could just choose Fill. Okay, there's my black. Oh, that's not it. I must be going here. There we go, black. Okay. The line a little thinner. Okay, now I need to just pick that up, pop it over here. If you need to resize it, you just pull it there. Right, finally, we need to add numbers to these questions. No, do not ever go in and put 1, 2, 3, because if you want to change them, you can't change them. So we're going to highlight that. I'm going to come up here and we're going to click on numbers, like that. We want them spread out a little bit, so we will go here, and we don't want to choose, notice if I choose 2, then right here, these are spread out too. We don't want to do that. We want to go here and choose line spacing options and add 6 points before. Nope, there's a problem here. This might happen on your computer too if it's an old one. Sometimes you get this check marked. You have to uncheck mark that box. There we go. Okay, this is where I put the footer, so I'm going to pull that out and I'm going to delete it, or rather copy and delete it. Now I want to put it in the footer. To do that, you go Insert, Footer. View, Header and Footer. Do you see it? Okay, I found it. It's up here under View, Header and Footer. Okay, go down to the footer, paste it in. It's a little too big, so we're going to highlight and make it into a size 7. There's 7. Good. Now I think we got almost everything except you should insert a musical note here. So go to Google, search for musical note, copy and paste an image, wrap the text, and make it very small. You will notice that the image is on the left-hand side, so you will need to move all of this over just a little bit so that you have space to put that image right here. The other thing is that the chorus is bold, and this is right next to the chorus, isn't it? So look at that. Now we are going to put a tab here. Here. We're going to tab that. See what that tab is right there? Very nice. Now, we want all of this to be the chorus, so we're going to tab the same thing. We're going to pull that out just like that. Then we need to move her picture a little bit, maybe right up to here. Maybe just make it smaller. Okay, I think we have everything. You go back and look at yours, make sure it looks exactly the same, or at least mostly the same. And good luck with formatting in Word. Thanks very much, guys. Oh, remember to print this out and bring it to class. Thank you. See ya. Bye.